what do you think about investing in fine art as an asset class against inflation? Masterworks claims arts outperforms stock and real estate. Yeah. So it almost doesn't matter what asset class it is that we invest in. It all comes down to one thing, which is supply. And my grandfather used to tell me, he used to say, God bless you, Gramps, I miss you. He would say, Chrissy, buy land. They're not making it anymore. Well, I guess they are now with virtual land. That's another story. But always look at the outstanding supply. Always, always, always. Right? And that's why commodities tend to be good investments, because there's a dearth or a scarcity out there. So when it comes to NFTs or art in general, it's kind of like when you buy a print. Like if I bought a print and put it up on the wall, right? Like say, I know what this is down here, but this here is a print, okay? So let's say I bought this physical print here. I don't even know if I can double click that. Oh, it's locked. Let me unlock. Hold on. Yeah. But this here is a physical print, okay? And right in the corner of prints, right? Pretend this is real that I'm holding in my hand. Right in the corner, quite often it says this is number, I don't know, number 3 out of 400. So there's a scarcity there, and that could be worth something. Like with baseball cards. And I own a lot of baseball card art as well. I own a ton of baseball memorabilia, but I make sure that there's not much supply out there. So I always look at supply. Always, always, always. So if it's a print, right, like a baseball card print, whatever it might be, you look at the supply metrics, always. The same thing with NFTs as well. You look at supply. Because if somebody's selling an NFT and they can make 1 billion of them, it's not going to be worth anything. But if there's only 1 or 2, it could be worth something. And I own a Picasso. That was me showing off I own a Picasso. But hear me out. Anybody can own a Picasso. The Picasso paintings that are in color, they're worth millions, right? A lot. But, and the reason they're worth a fortune is because there's only one of each. However, Pablo Picasso, in the 50s, 60s, every day he'd make 10 or 20, whatever it is, Matadors in black ink, right? Like the bullfighter thing. And I own one of them. It cost me next to nothing because they made a ton of them. And so whether it's a digital product or a real product, you always look at supply. Always, 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 yeah. Now, I would say that more speculative investments will get murdered during when people de-risk, when interest rates go up. And we see this in the stock market now. Anything a little bit more risky, stock-wise, has been crushed recently because people are expecting interest rates to rise, yeah. But I worked for a guy who owns the most expensive paintings on the planet. His name is Ken Griffin. Nice guy. He owns Citadel, where I used to work years ago, and I spent time with him in his office. And whenever I talked to him in his office for half hour one-on-one, we talk about video games too, and the future is kind of fun. Yeah.